It's a relentless onslaught from Russia, something we haven't seen in a while. For months, the battle was being fought in the trenches, close and intense fighting. But this week, Russia dusted off the missiles. The first wave of strikes was on Monday. Hundreds of drones and missiles targeted Ukrainian cities. And today it continued. Russia confirmed that 10 missiles and 81 drones were fired today. Around half the missiles were shot down, along with 60 drones. And the rest? They hit Ukraine's power infrastructure. As a result, blackouts were reported in many cities. Let me pull up the map for you. Around 20 cities were targeted on Monday and Tuesday, some in the west, like Lviv, but mostly in eastern and central Ukraine, which means that this is a significantly large attack, a significantly large-scale attack. Civilian buildings were hit too. A hotel was struck in the city of Kryvyi Rih. 2 people were killed in the attack and 5 others were injured. Take a look at the damage. In Zaporizhia, Russia struck a house. Survivors say the drone hit the building at around 2 a.m. local time. Some of them escaped the rubble, but 2 people were killed. So that's 4 fatalities today, plus 5 deaths on Monday. So Russia's strategy is clear: attack civilian and power infrastructure. Another winter will soon be upon Ukraine, so power stations are prime targets. By attacking them, Russia is hoping to cripple Ukraine's morale. But 2 questions remain. 1, is it working? And 2, why now? Well, President Zelensky is getting desperate. He's been asking for fighter jets and long-range missiles. Without them, Ukraine is a sitting duck. Yes, you can shoot down some of the missiles, but you cannot hit back.
Each of these strikes repeatedly brings us back to the task of long-range capabilities. The need to provide our defense forces with enough long-range weapons that can destroy terrorists exactly in the areas of their strikes. Defenders of life should face no restrictions on weapons. While Russia uses all kinds of its own weapons, as well as Shahed drones and ballistic missiles from North Korea, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and other partners have the power to help us stop terror.
Let me explain Zelensky's logic here. Russia fires most of its drones and missiles from nearby regions like Belgorod or Kursk or Crimea or the Black Sea. So Zelensky says, give me long-range weapons. We will destroy these launch sites before Russia can fire. It's a very ambitious and dangerous plan, which is why the West has not agreed yet. The US has promised more air defense systems, but not long-range arms.
We condemn in the strongest possible terms Russia's continued war against Ukraine and its efforts to plunge the Ukrainian people into darkness. We're going to continue to lead that coalition of more than 50 countries in providing much-needed military equipment for Ukraine. That certainly includes air defense systems and interceptors, which proved so critical in helping defend Ukraine against these attacks.
So that answers the first question. Is it working? Yes, it is. Ukraine is getting worried. The second question is, why this escalation now? Probably because of Kursk. Earlier this month, Ukraine breached Russia's borders. They have advanced 35 kilometers into Russia. They claim to control 100 settlements and 600 Russian prisoners of war. It was definitely a daring operation because all of a sudden, Ukraine had the initiative. They had prisoners and land to bargain with. And to some extent, it did work. Russia agreed to a prisoner swap on Saturday. They exchanged around 230 prisoners. But days later, Russia launched this attack. The idea is to take back the initiative, to pull Ukraine's focus away from Kursk. But Kiev won't give up easily. They're pushing further into Russian territory, and they're destroying strategic infrastructure on the way, like bridges and airfields. Take a look at these satellite pictures.